Okay. All right, guys. It is Monday Night Dream Team Zoom. It is the 21st of December. I'm super excited because tomorrow the days start getting longer. And if you know me, you know I love summer. I am sporting my new Lavelle jacket. The gear store finally got some stock of some new stuff in. So if you haven't ordered and you've been wanting, I would just say do it now because you know it goes like really, really fast. And just so you know, Lavelle Gear is having the same shipping issues that everyone is having. Like I ordered two things on the same day. One came a week ago and one just came today. So whatever, it all made it though. But anyway, so before we start, how about that 25% bonus we're all getting tomorrow? Like what the what? Holy macaroni. That was such a gift or is such a gift. And we're going to talk about, not that they do that all the time. I mean, that'd be awesome, but we're going to talk about being ready for stuff like that tonight. That's one of the things we're going to be covering. So before we dive into Lavelle stuff, I want to talk to you guys about how to change your state. Okay, so we're going to dive into Lavelle here in a minute, but the first thing I want you guys to, so we have a lot coming on, right? We have the holidays coming up. We have a couple of holidays coming up. We have the beginning of a new year. There's just a lot of things going on for a lot of people. There's a lot of emotions. There's a lot of stress, just so much stuff. So what I want to do with you guys is just a real quick 2-second. When we do it, you're going to think I'm stupid, and that's fine. I can deal with that because I will prove to you that it does work. So what I want you to do right now, and don't like get real deep or anything, but I want you to think of something that makes you mad. Like I want you to really think about something that makes you mad. Maybe a person that pissed you off, somebody that did something that just wasn't right. I want you to think about that. Like, go ahead and go there. Like, get a little bit ticked. Like put yourself in that moment. Ready? You thinking about that? Now, I want you to smile. Smile. Force yourself to smile. Make a smile. Like, literally stop what you're doing and smile. Okay, did you feel your body change? Like, and if you don't, keep smiling. Force yourself to smile. Like, just do it. Just do it. It's so, like, so I can't even do it without laughing. Like, you can't force yourself to smile without kind of chuckling a little. Okay? You have the power over your emotions. I know it's hard. I know right now, like I said, the holidays, all these things are happening. I know it is so hard, but you please remember for you that you have the power over your emotions. You can choose how you feel. And if you are having a moment where someone is pushing your every last button, or you're having a moment where you just don't want to do anything, I want you to remember this and force yourself to smile and do it until you feel stupid enough that it makes you chuckle, because it will actually change the physical state that your body is in. The other thing you can do if you start to feel down or overwhelmed is just standing in place. You don't even have to like get out of your chair, or you can sit or stand, but you can just do what I call walking jumping jacks. You don't even have to like actually jump, but just like move your arms, like literally just start moving your body. It will change your physical and mental state. So I want you guys to keep that little tiny, silly, seems meaningless trick in your back pocket for the next couple of weeks, because you're going to be trying to balance your business and your family, promos and your holidays. There's going to be a lot. I already know it. So I just want you to be prepared. And it's just something that I do on occasion. And like I said, I know it sounds so stupid, but right now, if I ask you to do it again, smile, fake a smile. Smile, cheese. People aren't cheesing, smile. Right? It literally will make you feel so stupid, you will start to laugh. So try it. I know it's weird in this group setting. It's kind of odd, but tonight, like at some point in time, just force yourself to do it. And like, if you have your eyes closed, even better, because you will actually feel your body change. There is no possible way for you to bring the corners of your mouth up and get your cheeks really fat without it changing the state of your entire body. So anyway, that's just what I wanted to start with tonight. I know it's corny, but that's what we're doing. All right, let me go to my notes. All right, so before I dive into the topic, I do want you, if you have the ability in the chat to type me some information. Those of you that have already had people sign up and get the $25 in free credits, or those of you that are approaching people about making an account for the $25 in free credits, I want you to start throwing into the chat what you are, like, how are you doing that? Like, what are some of your ideas that you're giving people about $25? Like, how can people spend $25? Okay. So what I want to talk to you guys tonight about is your regular jobs, your regular JOBs, right? A lot of you have regular JOBs. Some of you don't anymore, but you did. So you'll totally be able to follow this even if you no longer have a regular job. When you go to work, your regular job, you clock in, you clock out, you do what is expected of you, and you do it for your paycheck, right? And that's what we do. We go to work for our paycheck. Our paycheck is what it is. Maybe once a year we might get a raise or like a holiday bonus or something, but your paycheck is what your paycheck is. Okay. So you don't go to work just on the days that your boss says, if you come in today, I'm going to give you a bonus, right? You go every damn day. Okay. A lot of people are operating their Lavelle business only on the days they're given a bonus. And that will backfire so quickly. Bonuses are there to help, to push, to incentivize. But if you're only working your business when there's a bonus, you are not going to be ready when there's a bonus. Does that make sense? So for example, this $25 promo, all of a sudden people are trying to get accounts. So now they're like, but I feel salesy because I'm asking people for their, for their information. And I did this thing on Facebook and I'm gathering it. I just feel I don't like it because you just did it out of nowhere. You should be asking people all day long about their life, how they're doing, and get their information. It should be just something natural to you. Some people are ticked, believe it or not. I got some messages today. Some people are ticked about this week being the week that Lavelle is going to gift 25% in commissions. People are pissed. Why? They didn't know they were going to do that. They would have worked harder. They would have done more business last week. They would have pushed harder if they knew they were going to get a bonus. That ain't how it works. That's not how it works. We talk till we're blue in the face about the basics, right? We talk 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 all the time. We talk reach outs. We talk birthdays. We talk social media calendars. We literally repeat ourselves. I mean, Tom actually laughed the other night. I got kind of tongue tied on the Sunday night Zoom. He's like, "Do you just say that so much that you forgot what you were saying?" I was like, "Yes, I really think that's what happened because it's the same thing." I don't get nervous for Sunday night Zooms because I already know the topic. I know what we're going to talk about. I get nervous sometimes on Monday because I'm like, "Oh, what are you going to talk about tonight?" But it's good that it's repetitive because the more we repeat the basics, the more we are learning the basics and the more we can then teach our new people the basics. Because when people come in and they only want to chase a bonus or they only want to chase, how many of you have people who only order when it's time for the $400 pack promo, right? We all have that. If that's the only people on your team, then you have to start a new team. You just have some glorified customers, or TJ calls them ProMuster, something like that. Anyway, it's cute how he says it. But that's a red flag. That's a red flag right there. That doesn't mean that they're not a great group of people. Like, obviously they're great people. They're probably your friends and you know them and they know a good deal. They're not stupid. But we need to be working our businesses so that we're always adding new people and we don't get stuck in that rut of just waiting on a promo to come out. So I hope you guys are excited about the fact that you're getting the 25% raise, bonus raise, whatever they want to call it this week. Those of you that have been pushing for the double, triple, like you've sold the $200 or the $400 packs, if you do the math on that, so if you got triple commission on the $400 packs, you would be getting back the $240. Well, this will add. So if you sold them this week, last week for this paycheck, instead of getting the regular $80, you're going to get $100. So you $20 off of each pack extra. That adds up really fast. Some of you have sold 3 and some of you have sold 7. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot of Christmas money right there. That's a serious little, mama's going to buy herself something pretty instead of buying all the stuff for other people right now. So I just want you to keep that in your mind when you are working promos. They are there to help add some excitement, but they are not the only thing that is supposed to be what's keeping your business running. You own a business. You need to be running your business all the time. And when they throw a bonus at you, you'll be ready. So I also want to talk just really quickly before we dive into the $25 thing. And I deal with this all the time. This is me. I'm talking about myself, not anyone else. I've been doing this a long time. And there are days where I'm like, sweet Jesus, I don't know anybody else. I literally don't know anyone else. I've talked to everyone in the world about Thrive. How am I going to find somebody that wants to create an account for $25? How am I going to find somebody that wants to order anything? Because I've talked to everybody. So this week, and well, last week and then part of this week, I've just been doing little tests, I guess, throwing them out there on social media. And I'm going to talk about one that worked really well, but I want to tell you before that one worked well, I had two that were complete and utter duds. So here's the trick. When you have complete and utter dud social media attempts, if you quit, you lose. That's all there is to it. But after two duds, for some reason, and I don't know, nobody knows how, I don't know if it's like because of those two stars aligned earlier tonight. I don't know why this is working today. But I threw out a post yesterday, I think it was, where I offered to give a full month of Thrive, a full month, that's $150 out of my pocket, to two people. All anybody had to do was nominate someone. They just had to say, I think my friend Sonia deserves to thrive. And literally no one else has put anything on there. So Sonia would have been my winner, right? Nothing, crickets. I think 3 or 4 of you liked it. Super appreciate it. Thank you. A couple of days before that, I threw out randomly, I wasn't very specific, but I just said that I was in the giving mood because of the holidays and that I was going to pick 10 people to give free Thrive. Now, that was going to be free Thrive trial packs, but nonetheless, free Thrive, 10 people, nothing. I didn't even get likes on that one, so I'm not even sure Facebook put it out there for people to see. Today, I say something about, how did I word it? I stole it from another post long time ago. I said the last person to say winter before I say Wonderland is getting a free 3-day trial mini experience. You guys, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 7 people, 5 of who have never talked to me about Thrive. That like when they commented, I was like, huh? Okay. So here's the thing. You have to keep pushing every single day. You have to just be what we do as a process. And if you can't stick to the process every single day and you're just living for the shout outs and you're just living for the newbies and you're just living for the bonuses, you will be short-lived. You will be frustrated the majority of the time. You will not have consistent paychecks, which will also add to your frustration. It doesn't work that way. So I can't encourage you enough to stick to your plan. My plan was to send out some sort of something to fish. Like when I do a post like that, to me, I call that fishing. I'm throwing a great big wide net out there and I'm just seeing who comes in. The 12 days of Christmas, that was a big fish thing for me too. And you guys, I got 5 new people. They did not all do the 3 steps, but I had 5 new customers. Again, people who had never, actually one girl, I take that back. One girl like 5 years ago had interest and did a trial and dropped off the face of the earth. But then she came back during the 12 days of Christmas. So I could have easily been like, you know what? It's Christmas. People don't have money. People aren't paying attention. I know everybody. I've talked to everybody. There's nobody else out there that wants to buy my Thrive. And I could have just not posted that stuff. And I will tell you, of my 12 days of Christmas, there's a couple of days that literally it was crickets, nothing. I think it was like day 3. I was like, oh, shoot, I'm already out of people. But I posted day 4, day 5, day 6. I just kept doing it and I kept getting new people. Because why? Because I did the process. You have to pick your process and stick to it. So same thing. On the power planning last night, those of you that got to be with us, and if you didn't get to watch it, I encourage you to go back and watch the replay. My whole push today, tomorrow, and Wednesday is to front load the crap out of my social media with posts. If you notice, last night before I went to bed, I threw out, do you want to have snow or no snow on Christmas? I literally posted it and went to bed. I didn't even open it until this morning. That's one of those posts that you just post and let work all night long. People are still commenting on it today. So it's getting me into people's feeds. And then I did a makeover Monday. And then I did something about daylight savings and how great it's going to be that we have, summer coming. And then I did something about Thrive. And then I threw in the Merry Before, or however, Winter Wonderland. So it's a lot of posts for me for one day. And I'm not done yet. It's only 7:45. I'm still going to be posting because you guys, come Wednesday night, Thursday morning, you're going to lose everyone's attention. That's just what's going to happen. People are going to start throwing up pictures of Christmas parties, gatherings, presents, whatever. You're going to lose their attention. So you got to be front loading right now. Be strategic, go all out. I can tell, and I know some of you are like, oh, I don't want to do that. It's the holidays. Okay, Nike, McDonald's, Starbucks, Dick's, all these other companies, are they not bombarding your emails? Are they not popping up all over your social media? Are they not all over the television? They don't give a rat about the fact that it's the holidays. They know it's the holidays. They know you're spending money. They're putting their name in front of you. You own a business, the exact same thing. You have to put your name in front of people. Now, does that mean it's going to turn into an order today? No, but it could get someone excited. It could get someone thinking on the 26th when they wake up with some Christmas money in their pocket. If you've been continuing to post, they're going to think of you, right? You've got it. You got to play the game. You have to play the game. If you want to find people to help, because at the core of this, that's what we do. We help people. But our job, like the harder part of our job, is finding people. And if you want to find people, you have to be all out there, no excuses about what you do for a living, right? I had a person reach out to me earlier this week. She actually texted me. She sells Rodan and Fields. And she sent me a message, and I was like, oh, but I opened it, obviously. And she said, what are the books that you've read that have made your business such a success? So I was like, oh. And like, I could think of like a few books that I read that I loved that really fired me up. But I was like, that didn't actually it wasn't like it gave me customers or told me how to get a customer. So finally I wrote her back. I said, here's a couple books I love. I said, no book has helped me build my business, but books help me build myself. And when I build myself, I'm able to build my business. And that's what I want you guys to remember. You are your business. If you are struggling with insecurities, it's time to dive into some books. It's time to dive into some podcasts. It's time to get some just real heart-to-heart talks with your upline. If you are struggling with how to market, go to YouTube, go to Instagram, start finding people. Like, who are you following? Every single person on here is following someone, whether they're a thriver or they work for another company or they're an actress or a comedian. I don't know. Like, you're following people. Go look at their accounts, but look at them through a different set of eyes. Like, why am I following this person? Am I drawn to their pretty pictures? Am I drawn to their witty comments? Like, do they always have their dog in the back of the picture? Like, what is it? And then use that. If you're drawn to someone's beautiful pictures, but you're constantly putting up pictures and not taking time to like filter them a little, take the time to filter them. If you're drawn to someone's witty comments, but you can't think of any, go to Google. Like, every quote or post I ever do starts on Google. I have an idea of what I want to say, but I don't really know how to say it. And so I type into Google what I'm thinking, and then I put quote at like, I don't know, like what's saving money at Christmas quote, best friends quote, like whatever. I just throw a quote at the end. And then I start to pull Google pulls these things out and it helps my brain and I'm able to write stuff down. I'm not a genius. I'm not good with words. I'm dyslexic. For all of you that don't know that about me, I'm dyslexic. Words are hard. Ask Laura. She has to fix my words for me half the time. But so use your resources instead of making an excuse for why you can't build your business. You have one of these little guys in your hands. You have the whole world in your hands right there. You have everything you possibly need. Okay, now I'm going to go over here and look at the chat. All right. Oh, we have a lot. Okay. Right now I'm offering $25 from the company and another $50 from me. Okay, yes. Cash or credits depending on the situation. Okay, so Courtney is matching. Actually, she's surpassing the match from the company. So that's a great way of taking the freebie from the company and making you even better. So if you're like, oh, I can't give somebody a free DFT, well, can you give them $25? Because now the company's giving them $25. Tara, it's not like they didn't drop 1,000 hints. Oh, thank you, girl. Yes, and we're going to talk about those hints for sure here in a minute. Courtney, that allows them to start $75. Yeah, that's half off for a whole month. Sonia says 12 days was a dud for me. I did miss some of the posts. For whatever reason, I wouldn't see them until the next day. It was a dud for me. And I don't know I can't remember if you were on that one at first. The first few days, I was just copying and pasting exactly what was popping up, like in Brittany's group. And I realized right away that because I was copying and pasting and using the same pictures, that how many people were using it, Facebook wasn't really showing my stuff to anybody. So I had to take the time to do my own pictures. And then I had to take the time to kind of do my own typing. And once I started doing that, I got a much better response. I still had a couple of days where nothing came from it. But honestly, like, I think I did day 1, 2, 3. And it was day 3 that nothing happened. So then on day 4, I was like, day 3 and 4. I don't know. And then I think I missed day 7. And then, so it's fine. But I just kept throwing them up there. Like if somebody wants to take the time to go through my personal Facebook account and count how many days I actually gave away and realize I didn't do a full 12, they need something better to do with their life. But I just kept giving. And here's the trick, you guys. You can still be giving away the 12 days of Christmas. I don't know. I don't care. Like if somebody said to me, hey, it's 12 days of Christmas and we're going to give away a car. I don't care if it's the real 12 days of Christmas or not. It's their 12 days and they're giving away a car, right? So if you still have something you want to give away, put it out there. You can even say it's Christmas week. The next 3 days, I'm just going to give something away every day. Watch my posts. And I will tell you, short and sweet. A lot of the posts that were coming out of Brittany's group, where it was like the big, long paragraph after paragraph, that was too much. Facebook was not sharing those with people. I did better when I kept it short and sweet. Courtney, I got one person out of the 12 days, but she's considering becoming a promoter. So that's a win. Hell yeah, that's a win. Sonia, I need to get back into books. Truthfully struggling to do life right now, trying to get me back. Yeah, give me a smile real quick. Atta girl. I know. You're one that I was talking about. There's a lot of people going through a lot of shit, you guys. Like I don't even have a polite way of saying that. It's just a lot right now. And so that's why I want you to be armed and ready with the fact that when you're feeling down and you're feeling overwhelmed, A, you have all of us, you can reach out, and B, you can make a little smile if you need to. I don't know, I might have sent her over the edge, sorry. So with that, let me talk about the hints. Tara mentioned it in her comment. Paul has been hinting nonstop about creating accounts, working your business, building your business. Again, he's not asking you to do anything amazing. He's just dropped hints that if you're really wanting to build a business, you should be focused on the basics. What are the basics? Getting people on Thrive, right? So getting people to sign up for accounts. And that's not an order, you guys, that's just an account. And right now they're even helping you by giving you $25. You can say, these people don't know where that money's coming from. You could be like, oh my gosh, you know what? Because of Christmas, I'm going to preload your account with $25. And I know it's crazy right now. I'm going to give you till the 7th of January to use that money. Wow, you sound amazing. High roller, passing out $25, giving me time to spend it. It's not you, but that's okay. They don't have to know. However, if you keep thinking about what I said, they have till the 7th to spend it. Did anybody read what Jason Camper wrote today on his Instagram? And I'm not a big fan of like following all the people to follow, but I do follow him and I do follow Paul. What did I do with it? I thought I screenshot it. Oh, hell. Well, anyway, he used some hashtags and at the very, very bottom, like he said something about the 25% bonus. And then he said January 7th, we're like rocking the industry or something like that. Those dates line up for a reason, you guys. Get people started. Even if somebody just uses that $25 to get a hand cream for free because they're only 22, they are now a Thriver. They're in they're in the database, they're in your cloud, you have a connection to them, they have a product in their hands that works really well, that's packaged really beautifully, and they can see the quality of the company. Maybe somebody uses the $25 to, I don't know, try Thirst for the first time. So they're getting a great deal on Thirst and they're getting to try a product. It doesn't matter how you get them started. It just matters that they get started. I had a girl that commented today on my post where I talked about, I actually stole it from Samantha from months ago, but it's something like the little letter board and it says it's like you're running your body like the check engine light's on. She was like, yeah, I wish I could use it. So I was like, I'm going to send you a message. I knew she was a cancer survivor. So I said right away, is it because of the soy? Because if it is, we can work around it. Because a lot of people just think that there's no way to work around stuff. And you guys, you have a giant catalog. We can work around anything. Put them in an upline chat so we can fix this for them. So she said right away, I have a texture thing. Apparently something that she had to take or use the entire time she was going through chemo was kind of like a shake and it made her violently ill. And she said the thought of a shake, the thought of pudding, the thought there was like these, she just rattled all these things off. She's like, I cannot physically do it without gagging. And I was like, good, fine. Let's do the capsules and the DFT. Don't worry about the shake. Let's move on. Like, don't stop people because it's not the 3 steps. Do we know they'll feel better on it? Yes. Is she a special case because she's obviously a cancer survivor and probably has some stuff we have to deal with? Yes, but can we do it? We can totally do it. And again, how did I find that? I didn't even know she didn't feel well. I mean, I thought in my mind, like, shit, she's a cancer survivor. She's like, woohoo. No, it has wreaked havoc on her body and she does not feel well. And so now we're having conversations about how we can help her, how we can start. Once she starts on the capsules and DFT, we're going to find other products that she can use that aren't shake-like that will help add to her health, right? So again, it doesn't matter how we get them started. It matters that we get them started. And granted, some people are going to sign up and get the $25 and they're not going to order anything. And that's okay because they're still going to be in your database. You're still going to be able to follow up with them. Shantae says, smile is my word for 2021. That is so funny. See, I knew it and I didn't even know. Sonny says, he says we're about to hit a home run with the industry. Shocking news on the 7th. I don't know if that's product. I don't know if that's rank bonuses of some kind. Maybe it's both. I have no idea. But here's the thing. If you wait until the 7th to find out what it is, to start working your business, you're screwed. Because I can tell you right now, I'm running. And by the 7th, if you haven't talked to them, I have. And I make no apologies for that, ever. Some people are like, oh, we're in the same town. Doesn't matter. We might all be in the same town, but if you're not talking to them, it doesn't matter. I could be here by myself, right? Think about that. There are so many people that I don't know. When I go through like people's, like if I were to log on to your Facebook and look, we're going to, hell, we might even have 100 mutual friends, but you might have 2,300 friends. That's 2,200 people that I don't know that you know. Are you talking to them? Are you asking them how their life is going, how they're feeling, how's work, who knows? Some people may have lost their jobs. Maybe promoting would be awesome for them. Maybe people are, recovering from different illnesses and such, and Thrive would be great for them. You're not going to know unless you ask. So I cannot encourage you enough. Yes, I know it's the holidays. I will say that again. I know it's the holidays. I know it's hard mentally, physically, emotionally, also just time-wise. It's hard. You got places to go, people to see, maybe not. Maybe you can't go see anybody and that sucks even worse, right? Do something positive for yourself. Work your business. And remember, when I say work your business, I'm not saying attack people on Christmas Day and be like, I got a Thrive special. I mean, work your business. Your business is about building relationships with people so that you can help solve their problems. So if you need to here's the thing, if you are seeing someone on Facebook on Christmas Day and they seem down and sad, reach out. Hey, how's your Christmas today? Maybe they'll say, I didn't get to go see anybody and this is the shittiest Christmas I've had. You know what? Same. Like, go ahead and talk to people, relate to people, connect to people, find out what they need and see if there's something you have that you can help them with. Granted, I can't change DeWine's rules and I can't change the history of this virus, but I might be able to help somebody feel a little bit better, right? So just remember, at the core of all of this, we're here to help people, but you can't help them if you're not talking to them, and you can't help them if you're not finding them. So yeah, sometimes you have to put your tail between your legs and do some things that might seem crazy or weird or even slightly scary to reach out, like throwing out a post that sits with crickets. Here's the thing too, you guys, sometimes you're like, I posted and nobody commented. It was awful. It wasn't awful. Nobody knew. No one saw it. If you get like 4 or 5 Thrivers and we hit you with a like or a love, or we might even throw a comment in your boat to be nice and no one else does, it's just because they're not seeing it. Post another one. Keep going. Keep with your business. I can guarantee you probably missed 3 Nike ads over the last 7 days. Not because they weren't there, not because there wasn't a page in a magazine or there wasn't a billboard on down the highway. Something probably popped up on your computer when you were scrolling. You didn't miss the ad because it wasn't there. You just did not register it. It wasn't your time. But I bet after we hang up or whatever this Zoom thing is, I bet the next time you see a Nike ad, you'll be like, oh, there it is. She's right. It's been popping up on my face this whole time. You have to keep popping up. You don't get mad at companies, right? Like when ads pop up too much, I don't get mad at the company. I get mad at Facebook, right? I get mad at Facebook. I'm like, why do you let this pop up on my feed? Blah, 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 blah. But I've never been mad at the company, ever. So why is everyone worried about people being mad at them for being a company, right? Spread your wings, kids. This is it. 2021. So let me just say, not that we're not going to have one more before the end of the year. If you made it through 2020 and you still have a business, holy shit. Pat yourself on the back. Like, That's amazing. Amazing. If you get a paycheck tomorrow that's more than $1.50, pat yourself on the back. You have a business and you have survived during what has been the worst year economically that I have ever seen in my entire life. I had a business in 2008 when the housing market crashed. So I've seen some bad things before. This was beyond comprehension. So the fact that we're still here, the fact that we are not, and that's the thing, we're not just still here, we're up. We're above where we were. We're the it kids. We just happened to be in the right industry at the wrong time. I don't know, right time. So take advantage of that. Like, be proud of yourself for sticking this out, because a lot of you could have been like, you know what? My job shut down. I can't do anything. Nobody's got any money. That's been a classic for how many months now? I don't know where everyone's getting their money. I don't know. It can't be the stimulus checks. Those are long gone, but people are shopping. Where was I? Liberty. That's, if you're not from around here, that's a little mall near us. I don't think people are aware that there's a pandemic. Like, they were crawling all over that place spending money. So don't fool yourself and say that you can't make this business work and that you need to just calm it down till the first of the year. No, people have their wallets out. They have their credit cards out. They got them debit cards out. They've got their gift cards out. People are spending money with somebody, and it might as well be you. All right. Anyway, I feel like I preached a lot. I just was a little fired up about this because, like I said, some people bitched about getting a bonus tomorrow. What the hell? But anyway, do you guys feel ready? Do you know what you have to do now tomorrow? You just have to work your job. You just got to show up to work and work your job. I'm not asking you to do anything fancy. I'm not asking you to like run double time. I'm just asking you to work your job. If you are constantly working, when things like double, triple pop up, you'll have a list of people ready. When things like Cabo pop up, you'll have a list of people ready. When somebody drops a 25% bonus, you'll be like, oh my gosh, good thing I worked last week, right? Just work your business. That's all you have to do. And do not take your foot off the gas, because if you do, January 7th is going to fly right past you. That's all there is to it. All right. So anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye.